Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review today. As you can see, we're out of the office, we're in the car. And if you can see just behind us, we're at Tesco Superstore here in North Wales, just over the border from where I live in Chester. And we're here today to see if we can find these new beers that are just been released by Tesco. There's lots of new ones. I've seen quite a few of the different ones that there are, and I have already decided I'm not going to buy the whole lot of them. There's some there that I just think are not the sort of beers that I know are going to be very good, especially when you've got added adjuncts and stuff like that. So I'm not going to be trying them, but I probably will get a couple of them. But let's go in and see if they've actually got them first, and we'll see in a minute which ones I've picked. Okay, let's go. So, as you can see, we've got these ones here from 4Pure. They're all got fruited sort of flavours in them, so I probably won't be picking up those. Then we've got these Outland ones. Never heard of them before, but the can looks cheap, and I'm avoiding those. The two Buxton ones here, they're session IPAs. Then we've got Northern Monk, Tropical World, no. Tank Petrol's a new one. Fruit Twist, the sort of lolly one. Horde is another new one. Some of the new old ones there, but there's a new one there from North called Another World. Brew by Numbers, yeah, I've had those. I think that's a cold IPA. Probably won't be picking that up. I think that's an old one as well. And then there's a new one there from Vocation called Doppelganger. Magic Rock, we'll avoid those. There's the new one from Vault City called Peach Iced Tea. These are ones that have been in there a while. Jubilee is always a bit cheap and rubbish. And then this one, especially for Wales, it's a Conway beer. And then you got your usual Brewdog beers. I've had a couple of those ones anyway, are reviewed on the channel, so I picked them up from Sainsbury's, but all the other stuff is standard, pretty much standard fare. So that's the lot, really. And we're back in the car. Well, as I say, there was quite a lot of selection of new beers from Tesco. If you see from the video, obviously there was lots in there that were what I would call sort of funky, sort of not real beers really. And Northern Monk, it should be disgraced because they're leading the way on these. We've got that an iced lolly sort of one and the tropical IPA. Both of them are going to have added adjuncts. They don't need to do that. They can just use the hops. So out of all of those beers in there, which obviously there was quite a few, I picked 4. 4 is a good number because if you buy 4, you get 4 for the price of 3. They're $3.75 each. So the beers have gone up a little bit. It's in line with what the recent one that I bought from Morrison's. Nearly forgot which one it was. So let's go through the ones that I have bought. So I bought this one. This is the Northern Monk Tank Petrol. Now we have reviewed Tank Petrol before on the channel, but this is a new version of it. The artwork's slightly different, and I believe that they've actually changed the hop profile. I need to read more on the actual can, but I remember before I don't think they actually had the hops in. So this is a new version of Tank Petrol. Great artwork on this one. Again, this is Northern Monk. Hopefully this will be all right. The last one I had, I wasn't keen overly when I first had it, but I had it a couple of times after I'd reviewed it, and I thought actually it's not too bad. It's not up there with Northern Monk's best beers in the supermarkets though. But that's the first one I bought. Second one I've bought, also from Northern Monk. This is Horde. So this is a new Northern Monk one. Again, another IPA in this purple can. I'm trying to think whether it was Horde that was the one they had before in the green can, but we'll have to wait and see. But this is definitely new because it's purple can, so I bought this one as well. So they were the 2 Northern Monk beers. And then the other one I bought was this one from North. This is a brand new one. I haven't seen anyone review this one. This is called Another World. Again, it's another IPA, 6%. Again, I'll go through more of the hops when I review them, but I think North make good, consistent beers in supermarket. I mean, they nearly went out of business beginning of the year, or was it the end of last year? But they're back and obviously in the supermarket, so I want to support them, and I hope this is going to be a good beer. I mean, they made some really good beers in supermarkets. I think the Asda North one is a really cracking beer. And then the last one I bought from Vocation, and I'm one of those breweries that I think that they've dropped since they started. This is in a lovely cracking sort of silvery sort of can. This is called Doppelganger, and again, it's another IPA. Hopefully it will tell us what hops are on this, but looks cracking in the can. So not bad, £11.50 for 4 beers. That's pretty good value. Obviously, I didn't take all the other Northern Monk ones. What was the other ones? Oh yeah, I mean, like the iced tea, peach iced tea from Vault City. That one didn't really sort of rock my boat. There's a new one from Buxton. There's a new one from Buxton, and the one from Buxton that I hadn't had before, the one that was like the Brit Pop one. But both of them are sort of session IPAs or session pales at quite low ABV. I think that if it's a supermarket beer, they're going to be real lacking in flavour. You never know, I might get round to having those, but I thought, no, I'm going to leave them for the time being. I'm sure there's loads of YouTubers out there that have got reviewed the whole lot of them, so check out their channels. But I'm going to go on the core ones, because I'm at that point where, you know, I think supermarkets I've definitely dropped. I'm not overly excited about these beers. There's no double IPAs apart from the Brewdog one, which has already been out. There's no other double IPAs. There's nothing that exciting. It's all the same sort of stuff. But hopefully these 4 that I've picked are the right 4 to have. So watch out for them when they come on the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. And you know what you do. Drink good craft beer and keep on rocking.